Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to show you how to defend against malicious bots that are searching for sensitive information on your server. So if you've ever gone through your logs on a website you own, you might have come across a lot of malicious activity that looks like this. So here's a timestamp, there's other things like IP address, what I've omitted, and usually it's just a GET request to some kind of sensitive file. So in this instance, it's looking for a GET request to .env. So here, a malicious bot or web crawler is hoping that my server is publicly exposing an environment variable file called .env. And this is a common name for a file containing API keys, database credentials, things like that. So if I actually run this, so say I'm in an environment with Nginx running, if I do localhost, this is where Nginx is running, .env, what it would turn back is API key, database passwords, Stripe secret key, and things like that. And of course, this is a very bad security flaw. And malicious attackers know about this, and so they've created bots that crawl the internet looking for sites that have these files exposed. And so as these files are sensitive, they should not be served up on any request. In other words, whatever directory Nginx is serving static content from, these files should not be there. So for example, a common place to serve static content with Nginx is this following directory, which is user share Nginx HTML. If I list out what's in here, we have an index.html file, but if I tag on -a for all, we can see our environment variable file. And no hidden files should be placed in this directory. So if I list out my Nginx configuration file, we can see I've set the root to be Nginx and HTML. And so we should make sure that no sensitive information is placed in this file. And a good way to prevent this is to have a dedicated folder for serving static content. So make sure that wherever you're serving up your static content, there should be no sensitive information in there. But another form of prevention we can do is denying access to hidden files. So let me actually do this by editing this default.conf file. So here we've created this location, which we are telling Nginx to deny any requests to URLs that start with a dot. So now if I save this, and then I reload Nginx, if we do a curl now to this file, we will get a 403 forbidden. So they can no longer access sensitive files, because sensitive files usually start with a dot anyway. We can also hide some underlying implementation by returning a 404 as opposed to displaying a forbidden message. So let me go back in here. And now I've appended return 404. Let's save this file, reload Nginx. And now if we do this curl, instead of a 403, we're getting a 404 not found. So the return directive that we used inside that file basically stops processing and returns the specified status code. However, there are certain hidden files or directories that need to be accessible, such as the .well-known directory that Let's Encrypt uses for SSL. So if you've ever worked with SSL and Nginx using Let's Encrypt, you might know about this well-known directory. So if we go back into here and say we want to make certain hidden locations accessible, all we would need to do is add the directory we want accessible before the location that denies everything. So Nginx applies locations with regular expressions, which is with this tilde here, in the order of their appearance in the configuration file. So now if we save this, reload Nginx, and then we do a curl to localhost -.wellknown on the provided port, we get a 200 back, whereas if we send a for .env, we still get a 404. When we send for well-known, there's no HTML file mapped to a 200 status code, which is why nothing is shown. But that's essentially what's going on there. But that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Just make sure that you're not exposing any sensitive information on public routes that Nginx is serving static content from. If you like this kind of content, check out my courses linked in the description. If not, then I guess, okay, that's fine. If you don't want to, then please just live your life, have fun, enjoy everything. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. It'd be very nice to hear them. And I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching today. Thank you.